Round 1. Ready, go!
Hey guys, this is Talia and today I will show you how to easily defeat KOF's last boss, Otoma-Raga, with a huge helping of cheese. Lots and lots of extra cheese. Now, as someone who used to have a lawful good disposition, I can imagine people thinking, that's no good, Tabiasobi. That goes against the Bushido Code. Well, can't deny that. But you know what the Bushido Code got me? A lot of lost quarters and beatdowns from SNK bosses, that's what. Rugal, Omega Rugal, Gainitz, Orochi. All those cheap donkeys mercilessly took me down like Bruce Wayne's parents in a dark alley. In short, Tabiasobi don't care no more. And yes, I am speaking in the third person, which is a classic sign of a personality disorder. See, unless you're an elite player who's got the reflexes of a mongoose, it's a mistake to fight SNK bosses like you would a regular human being. No siree, for scrubs like you and me, which I assume you are if you clicked on this video. Yeah, for scrubs like you and me, you gotta treat them like the video game bosses that they are and exploit every single loophole that you can find. Yeah, so basically think of yourself as an accountant for some wealthy dude with an official residence in Monaco or some other tax haven. Talk about the life. On that note, let's get down to business to defeat this bum. Not quitting my day job, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll make a man out of all of you if it's the last thing I do. Well, that or a strong woman disguised as a man. That works too. By the way, this guide is for Otoma-Raga in the standard normal difficulty. Why, you ask? Because life is too short to fight an even cheaper version of Otoma-Raga, that's why. So let's start with the cheapest, cheesiest trick in the book that works like a charm. That would be unblockable command throws, or grabs. Yeah, so if you saw my review of KOF 14 from way back in 2016, the game's AI has a bit of trouble with certain throws. Ramon's unblockable running grab comes to mind, and so does Maximus' rushing jet throw, which are perfect examples, and lo and behold, they still work today. And by today, I mean in KOF 15. Better yet, KOF 15 also added Shermie to the roster, which means you have yet another character with a rushing command grab. If the definition of madness is to do the same thing over and over with the same result, then this is definitely one mad strategy. Yeah, so rushing command throws are especially good because they can also double as gap closers. See, Otoma-Raga can do serious damage from afar, while you normally can't do anything to her from distance, so you usually want to get up close, hopefully without eating a face full of crystals in the process. Yeah, so in short, rushing command throws do two good things in one move, which is to get you close to Otoma-Raga, and then the second one is to perform a throw, which KOF's AI normally struggles with for some reason. Note that it has to be an unblockable command throw. Like Clark's running tackle grab, for example, doesn't work as well because it can be blocked. Not only that, it also sets you up to receive giant enemy crab levels of damage from Otoma-Raga after she blocks it. Yeah, so no bueno. It does work as a great counter though if Otoma-Raga whiffs a move. And then after that, you've got the next best thing, which are close-range standing command throws. One great example is King of Dinosaur's standing command grab, which is one of the best unblockable command throws because it starts out with super armor. Yeah, so even if you get hit at the beginning of the move, it will still go through as long as you're close enough. Anyway, the biggest challenge is getting close enough to Otoma-Raga, but once you're in range, it rarely ever fails. If you're having a hard time doing it, you can jump before doing your half-circle input. If you time it just as Otoma-Raga is standing up, you can loop the move over, and over, and over, and over, and over. Yeah, you get the drill. By the way, this also works for Dinosaur's Climax Super Throw. Man, I love King of Dinosaurs. And then you got other characters like Clark, who has a command grab as well. So yeah, this is the next best option after the running command grab. But wait, Tabiasobi, you ask. What about characters who don't have command grabs? This is especially true if you want to get all the team endings and need to defeat Otoma-Raga with characters who are not known for grappling. In this case, your best bet is to get up close and consistently pressure Otoma-Raga with normal attacks that, for the most part, are safe on block. Quick characters do especially well in this regard, because they can recover quickly when their pokes are blocked, but you can still try it with slower characters if you're careful. The challenge is to get close enough without getting killed in the process. One option is to use gap closing moves like Terry's Bird Knuckle to get you close quickly and hopefully hit at the same time. If it gets blocked, you might still be safe if the distance is far enough. Otherwise, if the move gets in too deep and blocked, it does make you susceptible to a damaging counter attack. Also, I don't recommend using evasion rolls to approach her. I'm not sure if I'm just imagining it, but for some reason, Otoma-Raga seems to counter these more often, unless you time them like perfectly. And then once you're close enough, it's time to put deep pressure on the boss. A good example is to go in with a jumping punch or kick, and then chain that to a standing rush combo. So just keep pressing the weak punch button. If the initial hits connect, then go ahead and finish the combo. If they are blocked, stop before the last hit of the combo and then press down and use something like a low strong kick, for example. Sometimes Otoma-Raga will drop her guard and then the low kick will hit. Or Otoma-Raga will do a move but she's far enough and then it'll whiff and then you can do a counter attack. And then just rinse and repeat the process. You can also mix your jump-ins depending on the situation to manipulate the AI a bit. This includes mixing in short jumps with your regular jumps, for example. You can also jump from a bit farther when you aren't close enough to hit Otoma-Raga high, but then sweep her with a strong low kick once you land. You can also do a feint and purposefully miss an attack in the air to make her block and then do a combo or low attack when you land. Or you can jump without doing anything and then combo once you land if she's just standing there, or do a command throw upon landing if she's blocking. You can also overshoot your jump to land just behind her and then do a combo. Granted, there will be times when you get hit in the air or upon landing when you do these, especially in her final red form when she gets more aggressive. But these moves can also put Otoma-Raga on the defensive and trap her in the corner, where you can then time your jump attacks just as she's standing up, especially since she doesn't tend to use anti-air punishers like AI Ash Crimson, for example. Ah yes, Ash Crimson, the bane of jump-in combos in KOF 15. When you do get close to Otoma-Raga, the key is to not give her breathing room and then let her pull off one of her annoying crystal attacks that send you flying back and out of range. And by that I mean out of range for you to attack her, since she can pretty much hit you from anywhere on the screen. Once you're sent far away, that's when she can zone you and kill you while you're trying to get close again. In fact, the majority of the times when my characters are taken down occur when I'm far away and trying to get close to her. As a final note, while I say that you normally want to get close to Otoma-Raga, there's at least one character that can go toe-to-toe with her from range. That would be Dolores, who is an excellent long-range zoning machine. You can alternate between her long-range and close-range ground crystal attack, for example, to hit Otoma-Raga, and then use her mud coughing when she gets super close. The only issue is that her ground crystal attack has a wind-up, so Otoma-Raga can hit you at the beginning of the move, which is essentially an issue in her red form when she becomes a lot more aggressive compared to her more passive blue form. Anyway, there you go, my tips to cheese Otoma-Raga and beat her easily. At least relatively easily. Honestly, she's no Rogal when you fight her at KOF 15's standard difficulty, so fighting her isn't as tough as the arcade bosses of old. However, she still hits like a truck and can decimate a fighter's life bar in just a few hits, so you still want to give her the appropriate amount of respect. Yeah, so what tactics do you use to beat Otoma-Raga? As always, if you have any thoughts or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Once again, this is Tabi Asobi, and thank you for watching.
That was a nail-biter! Keep an eye on this matchup! Winner!
あなたの力をろくでもない連中に利用されるわけにはいかないの。ここで壊れて